Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 heavy tanks after update 10.3. Now in this list, I'm not including any premium or collector tanks or drum tanks. I'm adding like pure heavy tanks so you can actually have in your garage and that you definitely need to get. So at number 5, it is definitely going to be the Bat Chat. Caught you there. You weren't paying attention, were you? Now, better focus. At top 5, at the 5th place, I'm definitely going to be putting in the E5. Now, this is not in any particular order. I like all of these tanks, and the E5 is definitely a solid tank after 10.3. After playing it a lot, it is just very good. The gun is great. The DPM is a little bit lackluster compared to some other Americans at the same tier, but it's fine. The aim time, the gun handling is superb. The frontal armor, the turret armor is great. 8 degrees of gun depression and good mobility allow this tank to be a complete menace. And if you don't have the E5 or you weren't getting it before, you definitely need to get it now, because the E5 is just a solid tank and I've fallen in love with it all over again. So definitely need to get this tank. At number 4, as I said, I'm definitely going to be putting in the Soviet IS-7. Everyone knows why. I put this in my previous list as well. Great alpha, tungsten shells, just top-notch consumable rate, good mobility, very good armor. The alpha is good, but again, compared to the E5, the gun handling is not going to be as good. So you want to play this tank more or less close range, right? So that's why the IS-7 is your go-to Soviet tank. If you're going to go for the Americans, go for the E5. Now, the Yo, for example, is not for everyone, in my opinion. I would definitely say the Yo is also a good tank, but it's just not for everyone because some people don't like that really long reload time or the super small alpha with the triple drum, for example, So again, the E5, I feel like, goes for a lot more people, in my opinion. Now, in the German section, we have the E100. After that alpha boost at 680, just top notch, smack someone for 680 straight in the face. Good gun in general, right? Good HP, good armor, and pretty okayish mobility for the size you are. You're an obese guy. You're not an obese guy, but you're a really chunky boy. You're one of the fat boys in Blitz, one of the bigger tanks. And that's why you're a little bit on the slower side. But that's okay. That's okay, because we do not fat shame here. It's just a solid tank in general. You must have it in your garage if you have not had it as of yet. Now, next up, I'm definitely going to have to say that the Type 71 is a necessary tank for you to get. The gun is pretty boring, to be fair, but the armor just carries for you. The armor profile on this thing is superb. One of the best heavy tank armor profiles in the game. Good mobility, and as I said, boring gun, but it does its job. So in general, you just have a very solid tank. The only problem is, I feel like the tech tree on this thing is just horrible. You have the Mitsu 108, the Junu, the Juto, the Chisei, and the Type 68. The names are, to me, culturally, just they don't sound so good to my ear, again, because culturally it's completely different. But to me, the tanks are really boring in the line, the Type 71 being the more interesting tank, of course. But you still want to grind this line for the Type. It is a very solid tank, especially because of its armor profile. And lastly, guys, it is our buff boy, our athlete, the 60 TP Lewandowski. This is a Chad tank, He looks superb, he plays superb. In every regard, in every role, this tank is going to be very good. Amazing alpha, tungsten, of course, armor profile is good, and of course, mobility is also pretty decent. So in general, this is your sort of best tank to go for, in my opinion. It's just solid. The only thing is probably the fact that your ammo rack keeps getting blown up. But apart from that, the tank is very, very good. And you must have this tank, because the 60 TP just slaps really, really hard. So tell me what you guys think about this top 5 list in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.